Forrest turns 30. 5 things to know about classic Tom Hanks film. The iconic film Forrest Gump premiered 30 years ago, with a story that includes strong ties to Tuscaloosa and the University of Alabama. The character was conceived by Winston Groom, one of the Crimson Tide's biggest fans and historians, who wrote the novel the movie was, rather loosely, based on. Here's 5 things to know about Gump and the movie that him famous. Was Forrest Gump's author snubbed at the Oscars? At the 1995 Academy Awards ceremony, 1994 blockbuster Forrest Gump won 6 Oscars, including Best Actor for Tom Hanks, Best Supporting Actor for Gary Sinise, Best Director for Robert Zemeckis, Best Picture, and Best Adapted Screenplay for Eric Roth, yet none of the many who appeared on stage to take credit for its success so much as hinted at Winston Groom. Groom, the Alabama-raised University of Alabama graduate and Alabama Writers Hall of Fame member, created the slow-thinking, action-forward character for his 1986 novel of the same name. How much money did the Forrest Gump make? Groom, who died in 2020 at his Fairhope home, engaged in various tangled legal disputes with Paramount Pictures, which claimed, by its accounting, that the $678 million earned in initial release, not adding in later tapes/DVD sales and other revenue streams, did not amount to a profit. More. A look at Forrest Gump's, totally fictional, University of Alabama football career. Hollywood figuring. The movie cost about $55 million to make, only that high largely because of Zemeckis' reliance on special effects to insert Hanks into various historical scenes, including Alabama Gov. George C. Wallace's infamous stand in the schoolhouse door, which happened June 11, 1963, on the UA campus. Was Forrest Gump filmed in Alabama? Gump attends college as an idiot, with an IQ about 75, and in the novel he's a muscular 6', 6-inch, 242-pound man instead of Hollywood's gangly Hanks-sized runner. Although the college Gump attends isn't directly identified in either the book or the movie, the school is clearly meant to be UA, with red, not crimson, uniforms, and called the State University, which was led in the early 60s by legendary coach Paul W. Bear Bryant. The capstone didn't allow Paramount to film here, due to what it perceived as historical inaccuracies in early versions of the script, partly that UA would admit someone unable to meet basic academic standards based on mere athletic ability. UA denied use of its name, logos, or colors, though the filmmakers must have felt pretty sly, costuming actor Sonny Schroyer in a sort of houndstooth hat. The state of Alabama followed suit, shutting out Paramount, though much of the movie took place in Alabama, including Gump's fictional hometown of Greenbow, and in non-fictional Bayou La Beta, where Forrest and Lieutenant Dan establish a shrimping business. It was filmed in the Carolinas, Georgia, Maine, Arizona, Utah, and Montana. Campus scenes were shot mainly in Los Angeles, at the University of Southern California. Groom tried, unsuccessfully, to make arrogant filmmakers understand. I told them that the University of Alabama, believe it or not, is bigger than Paramount Pictures. Though some of the script issues was scratched, UA still balked. I was proud of my alma mater for telling them to go to hell, Groom said. Did Forrest Gump play football for Alabama? Speaking of fictional, many viewers were apparently dazzled by effects that seemed to place Gump at the stand in the schoolhouse door, or with John Lennon on Dick Cavett's talk show, or near the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. during his I Have a Dream speech, and shaking hands with President John F. Kennedy. Some seem to believe Forrest Gump was a real person. How do we know? For decades, visitors to the Paul W. Bryant Museum on the UA campus have asked to see Gump's Crimson Tide playing records. Ken Gaddy, its longtime director who retired in 2021, spent many long hours patiently explaining how, no matter how deep a dive into the museum's voluminous records, Neither young Tom Hanks nor Groom's wilder, more R-rated Gump can be found there. They think you're hiding something, Gary said. Can you find Forrest Gump in Tuscaloosa? Though Forrest cannot be found in archives, except as a footnote about those who don't understand fiction from non, he can sometimes be seen in and around Tuscaloosa on Alabama football game days, in the form of a jogger who dresses to resemble mid-film Tom Hanks, who grows his hair and beard out while on seemingly endless cross-country runs. Up and down University Boulevard, through the Strip and past Bryant-Denny Stadium, Forrest runs by in red shorts, Bubba Gump shrimp co-cap, and lush, flowing locks that may not be real. He appeared as things slowly returned during the pandemic, after Crimson Tide championships and more, and will say hello to folks in passing, but prefers to remain enigmatic, ever on the run.